So there's this movie that back in college I was required to watch and then write a paper on. And it was thoroughly very how can I say it? It wasn't scary. It was very it was very disturbing. It came out in 1972 and it actually has a correlation to Star Wars. So as I was saying, it came out in 1972. I had to do a paper of it in college. They made me watch it. I watched it in the library. I was horrified. I was actually horrified watching it, and I couldn't believe it came out in 1972. If you've never seen this movie and you're an adult, you should probably check it out. It's supposedly a classic. I didn't find it a classic. I just thought it was really twisted. It was done by Stanley Kubrick. No, it's not 2001: A Space Odyssey. But there is a correlation between this movie I'm talking about and Star Wars. And if you stick with me, I'll let you know what it is. So let me give you a brief description of this movie. And like I said, it's from Stanley Kubrick. And it is in an England of the future. Alex and his droogs, which were like, I don't know, ne'er-do-wells, thugs, I guess, spend their night getting high at the Korova Milk Bar before embarking on a little of the old ultraviolence, while jauntily warbling Singing in the Rain after he's jailed for bludgeoning the cat lady to death. That was one part that it didn't look like it was bludgeoning. Alex submits to behavior modification techniques to earn his freedom. He's conditioned to abhor violence. And that is probably one of the worst scenes in the movie. I mean, there's multiple scenes in it that are really crazy, but the part where they condition him is out of this world. I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. Returned to the world defenseless after he's been conditioned, Alex becomes the victim of his prior victims. And it's a crazy movie. And if you haven't seen it, it is, drumroll, A Clockwork Orange. A Clockwork Orange haunted me for one semester because I've never seen it since. I've seen little snippets of it, on like YouTube or Twitter or whatever, and it's just I've never had the want to see it again because it disturbed me so bad. But saying all that, it does have a correlation to Star Wars, and do you know what it is? Besides the fact that George Lucas and Stanley Kubrick used each other's production crew. His 2001 Space Odyssey crew was in Star Wars, and I think some of the crew from Clockwork Orange was in Star Wars too. But besides that, there's two actors that were in A Clockwork Orange that were in Star Wars also. Now, who were they? Well, let me know down below who you think they are before I tell you, because I want you to guess. I want you to tell me who you think they are before you find out. I was shocked. I didn't know. I found this out like 2 days ago, and probably because I haven't watched it again, I probably would have noticed it and thought, he looks familiar in the movie Clockwork Orange, and said, oh yeah, that's who that is. But the other actor, the second actor, was a voice actor, and he did it in Star Wars Rebels, which I was shocked. I didn't know. Well, I didn't know either of them were in Star Wars a couple of days ago. So who are these people? Well, I'm gonna go with the one that was in Star Wars Rebels, and that is Malcolm McDowell. He played Alex DeLarge in A Clockwork Orange. He also voiced a character in Star Wars Rebels. He voiced the Minister Varys Hayden in Star Wars Rebels. The notable correlation between Clockwork Orange and Star Wars is due to the actor David Prowse. And if you're a Star Wars fan, you should know who David Prowse is. If you're not, it's okay. I'll let you know who it is. David Prowse is Darth Vader. He is the person who played Darth Vader. He was Mr. Olympia, I think. He was a huge bodybuilder, and he also helped Christopher Reeve in his Star Wars. He helped Christopher Reeve in his Superman movie. He's the one who trained Christopher Reeve to bulk up for the Superman role. He actually he actually thought that he was going to get the role as Superman, and when he found out Christopher Reeve he was kind of disappointed. But then they hired him to help Christopher Reeve bulk up, and I think he was irritated and frustrated, and he kind of like put Christopher Reeve through some heckola in his training. But it helped him out, man. He bulked up, and he also did some commercials in England, and we know him as Darth Vader. So yeah, that is the correlation between Star Wars and in Clockwork Orange. And I never thought that I'd be saying that there was a correlation between them, but it's David Prowse and Malcolm McDowell and the production crew of the movie going to Star Wars. So what are your thoughts on that? Let me know. And if you haven't subscribed and you're enjoying my content, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And like this video. It's great. And if you want to know one thing I liked about The Last Jedi, I know, I've said it before that I despise the movie. That and The Rise of Skywalker are my least favorite movies. I do not like them. I cannot like them. I probably will never watch them again. But the one thing I said I did like, the only thing I liked about The Last Jedi is in this video here. You should really check it out. I really, really like this part. I wish they would have taken it and put it in a different movie. But check it out. Like this movie or video. Like this video. And may the Force be with you always.